What's going on, lads? AP414 here, and welcome back to a brand new FIFA 16 video on the channel. Today I'm going to be starting a brand new series, and that is going to be Then and Now. I'm going to look at a different team each week. The way I would decide this team is by you guys leaving a suggestion in the comment section. If like three suggestions are left, then I'll do that obviously over 2 weeks. I'm trying to get one of these up probably like once a week or so, because I think that's going to be quite cool. We're going to go all the way back as far as 6 years. And all the way back to FIFA 10 to look at some of these cards. So we're going to start here with COURTOIS. He is now this absolutely beast, second highest rated goalie in the world. And now, all the way back in FIFA 10, he was this. He has a stat under 50, guys. 49 kicking, 58 rated. It's just a horrendous bronze card and something you wouldn't want to be going near if you were playing FIFA 10. In right mode we have IVANOVIĆ, and his FIFA 10 card, it wasn't much of a change. Of course a position change, as he is, well, in the last 3 years or so has been moved to a right back, where he's actually been playing really effectively until this season, but he hasn't had much change. Of course, 6+ stats in defending now, because he's obviously improved as he's got older, but still 78 rated, only 2 ratings dropped, same amount of pace, really. He's got better at shooting, definitely. Yeah, I think now he's got a lot of goals under his belt, but still, it was a solid FIFA 10 card. We now have CAHILL, guys, and he was this 76 rated goal centre-back for Bolton back in the day, with 73 pace, 49 shooting, 49 passing, 55 dribbling, 78 defending, and 77 physical. A solid defender. I probably would have bought him, to be fair, in FIFA 10, because any defender with like around about 73 pace plus is actually a really good one to go and dispatch. So yeah, actually a solid card from CAHILL. We next have COURTOIS, guys, and we can only push back as far as FIFA 13 to get this guy's card. Not that different really, guys, although he has had a big increase in FIFA 16. Of course, in FIFA 15 he was actually still silver, just one rating higher than this card, so interesting one that, but it still looks like a real cheap beast actually looking at the stats now. 73 pace, 75 defending. Maybe if that defending was up to bit, I would definitely go near him in FIFA 13. And left back we have AlexWB. This is one of the most interesting ones. He used to play for Osasuna. He was a right back, of course, only Chelsea moves into a left back. That was Mourinho's own work, and it's worked out pretty effectively actually. But anyway, look at this, 74 rated. He's turned out to be one of the best left backs in the world these days. This position change has done him justice. Solid amount of pace on him, 80 dribbling, which I think is stunning for a right back. And that's actually a really cheap B silver card with more defending than a lot of silver centre backs. So yeah, that's very interesting. In CDL we have AlexWB, and to go back all the way to FIFA 10, we actually find out that AlexWB is at Chelsea. Of course, he was at Chelsea, and then he moved away for 4 years, 5 years or so, and he's recently come back 2 years ago or so, and he's done really, really well for the club. But back in FIFA 10, he was centre mid, so a bit higher at the pitch, but only 75 rated. Then we have AlexWB, we just had Matic. We have Cesc Fabregas, guys. Not even that bad, guys. He's been a good player pretty much all his life. He's had a very successful career and used to be at Arsenal. And look at that 93 passing stat, 80 shooting. Like, this is like a not a Yaya Toure, but it's kind of like that, you know, those midfielders that are just above the rest. I mean, it's like a really real quality card there for Arsenal, and he was a fantastic gunner back in the day. On right mid, of course, we have Pedro, recent signing for Chelsea. Back in FIFA 10, this isn't FIFA 10, is it? This is FIFA 11, guys. This is as far back as we can go for Pedro. 82 rated, only 1 rating down. So, again, he got good at a very young age, and that's what happens with a lot of Barcelona players. I think La Masia brings them up so well that they end up doing really well throughout their career, even from a young age. 85 dribbling still on him, 84 pace, so he still has the same sort of stats, you know, really good with the ball at his feet, and, of course, has a lot of pace. In CAM, we have Willian, guys. That's where he's been playing these days with the new arrival of Pedro, of course. We can only go back to FIFA 14, so this is going to be only the 3rd year that Willian is actually in FIFA, so again, you can't expect much difference. He's actually been rated quite high. I don't think EA really knew how to rate him, of course, because he hadn't been in the game. So 83 rated card, but not much to say because it was, of course, only back in FIFA 14. On the left mid, we have Eden Hazard here, and you'll see how rich I am as I got Eden Hazard on loan there. But anyway, I think it'll be useful for this video, so yeah, I signed him up. But he used to be 70 78 rated. For Lyle, of course, everyone knows that he's been playing for them for a decent amount of time. Won loads of Young Player of the Year awards during his time in France. Of course, as Belgium, he can speak the language, and well, actually a solid player. Of course, we're still looking at the pace and dribbling stats, the only stats 80+, because that is really what Hazard is all about. Then we have the big man up top, the governor of Stamford Bridge, Diego Costa, and he is, of course, 86 rated now, but back in the day, he played for Real Valladolid, and he was 75 rated, and still solid, but that 72 shot is a bit frightening for a gold. But anyway, we'll just sweep that aside and still look how ridiculously old he looks. Even though this is 6 years ago, just look at the state of him. But of course, did a solid amount of pace on him. Just because this is Chelsea, I'm going to move on to the bench, and they're my favourite team. But in the past, I'm not going to have the bench. But we have Asmir Begovic, of course, who is a bencher for Chelsea. And he has this card here, 59 rated, actually quite a stunning one in FIFA 10. Look at that for Portsmouth. Not a lot of good stats and 44 handling. Like if you're kicking the shots at this guy, he's gonna fumble it. Jesus Christ, he's actually been really solid. Of course, in the absence of Courtois, so I'm happy with Begovic at the club. But back in FIFA 10, he was not good. We then have Baba, and I think that may be his FIFA 12 card. I think it might be, or FIFA 11. Just correct me with that. 73 pace, shocking defending with 59, 61 rated. Not going to try and find out which club he plays for, but he looks very young, of course, guys, and he's only bronze, so we can't really criticise him. Of course, he was really, really young at that time. John Terry, he's been fantastic for Chelsea throughout his whole career, an absolute legend, and his card's basically better, although it's 3 ratings lower. 89 defending and 92 physical. He also has 66 pace, so if I could use that John Terry card, even though it's 3 ratings lower in this FIFA, I would definitely do that, because although he's been kicked out the starting lineup for Chelsea for poor performances, he is still a legend of the club. We then have Ramirez, guys, who scored a screamer a few weeks back against Newcastle, and only 1 rating lower back in FIFA 10 for Benfica, of course. That's where a lot of good young players have come from, such as David Luiz and Angel Di Maria. Ramirez was one of those players in that bundle with 87 pace on him. Again, centre mid, nothing too much has changed about him, which is quite interesting. He's been really, really solid throughout his whole career. Another good Chelsea player now. We then have Oscar, and this is a real shocking one that was on the thumbnail. 63 rated Oscar, but this was around about the rating we picked him up. I think, actually, we picked him up in like FIFA 12 and he was about 67 rated, but still a pretty horrendous card, guys. And then we have Loic Remy, he's going to be followed shortly by Falcao, but look at that, he's actually got a +2 rating. I think Loic Remy was 81 rated, I believe he is. Right forward, which is interesting, of course, no players are right forward in FIFA 16, or I don't think they were in 15 either. 81 shot, 83 pace. I would have definitely invested in that card if I had the chance back in FIFA 10. We then have Falcao, the big man up top, of course, a bit of a flop, but he has been fantastic throughout his whole career. We can't criticise him for having a bad spell at the moment, because he's been absolutely superb. Started it all the way back at Porto, and then worked his way through the ranks at Atletico Madrid, where he actually got rated the 3rd best player in the world, so well done to Falcao. He's had a really good career, and was still pretty good back in good old FIFA 10, so yeah, we've got to respect Falcao for that. But that's going to conclude the video, guys. Remember to comment down below which team you want me to see next, and if you did enjoy this video, be sure to smash the like button, because that would be absolutely sick if we could hit 10 likes. That would be awesome. Remember, you guys decide which team we do next. Comment down below who you think had the most ridiculous card, and I'll see you later.